need a rainbow to know who made the rain. Don't need the waters parted to know who made the way. And I don't need a healing to know who is the cure of this, I'm sure. I believe that there is something more than I can see. I believe that there is someone holding on to me. Sometimes I won't feel it, but that don't change a thing, 'cause it's by faith that I believe. Oh, 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 oh. If you had some heartache, made you cry 1,000 tears, then let me tell you now, I know just how you feel. And that heavy weight of sorrow that you've carried for so long will soon be gone. 'Cause I believe that there is something more than I can see. I believe that there is someone holding on to me. Sometimes I won't feel it, but that don't change a thing, 'cause it's by faith that I believe. You might see a miracle and give praises to the Lord. Don't let a touch from heaven be the thing you're waiting.
As you can imagine, lack of energy and dehydration can be an additional burden on my already fatigued and often painful, nauseated body. Let's consider the last time that you had the flu, or that you had food poisoning, and you were unable to eat for a day or possibly 2, maybe 3 days. Now imagine living that way for years. That's what many of my friends living with gastroparesis and I have been enduring day after day. Days when I feel like I'm just witnessing and watching life pass me by. Days when I'm upset or feel guilty because I have to cancel or miss out on special occasions, events, or activities, especially if they relate to my children. There have been times when I literally feared that I would not make it, feared that my life was ending, feared for the heartbreak that my children and other family members might have to face. There have also been times that I have been terrified about my friends that were struggling or on the verge of their death. Yet these illnesses are not known by the general public. And even more surprisingly, they are under-recognized and misunderstood by so many medical providers. One of the most discouraging things to hear from a medical provider is, "I don't know how to help you," or "We're beginning to run out of options," or "As much as I'd like to help you, I don't think there's anything else I can do." I know how awful this feels, as I'm hearing it more and more often. Thankfully, my GI team has not given up on me yet.
The road may seem a little long, I may not feel that strong, but I know I can do it if I just hold on. I gotta make sure I know the way, the path will lead from yesterday. It really shouldn't matter the reason to anyone but me. I'm driven in this world that we live in. I control what I'm given. Brand me now. I'm driven
Made it to the movie. Made it to dinner to watch the family eat. Today I've dealt with the consequences, and even though I know in my heart it was worthwhile, the pain today has been unbearable. I was out of the house less than 3 hours yesterday, and that was sitting, not doing anything physical. Got up this morning, and jeez, I didn't want to get out of bed at all. I kept laying there. Finally knowing I needed my 2 fees, I got up and fixed them, and I returned back to bed because my muscles, my arms, my legs, just the exhaustion, the fatigue was absolutely unbearable. It's been difficult. It's been hard. And this is the price that's paid over and over again whenever I try to step out of my comfort zone, try to have some type of life, some type of enjoyment. These are the moments when I have to fight hard because my spirit gets so down, and it's just like, how do you keep going like this? And I try my best. I've got to keep telling myself that it was worthwhile. I enjoyed being out yesterday. Spending time with my family besides just laying here or sitting here is important to me. So when you see the happy pictures and the happy videos and the smiles and the laughs, those moments don't come easily. And majority of the time, I spend days of consequences afterwards. Reality, I hope that none of you have to face or experience. God, I pray that my kids never have to experience.
Some things about life I'll never know. Why certain folks, they come, they go, but I know there's a reason. Just stay in control. No one owns my destiny. I gotta work hard and just believe I can deal whatever I'm given. Just try to stop me. I'm driven in this world that we live in. I control what I'm given. Brand me now. I'm driven. No one said
to show you what nutrition on a normal, I guess you would say, day for me would be. Because I'm unable to get the amount of nutrition that I need in adequately, I depend on alternative modes of nutrition. Some people with gastroparesis or functional GI motility disorders are able to eat small bites of food throughout the day. Many are dependent on liquid-only diets, and some have to turn to other means for nutrition. Because of the risk of dehydration and malnutrition, I have a port that's accessed with a needle Monday through Friday. The port's actually under the skin. My home nurse comes out on Monday and accesses it with the needle. Have to be very careful, keep it sterile and keep it dry, because it does increase the risk of infections. And it has the port itself is connected to a vein, or inside the vein, which comes up, let me see, through here, and it enters into the top chamber of my heart, which is why we have to be really quick to act if there is any signs of infection. I have right here, sorry, the lactate ringers, which I have through IV 3 days a week for my fluids, so I don't get dehydrated. Since I also have a feeding tube. I have formula that comes through a tube that is pumped into my system all day long from morning until night. The tube is connected. It's got 2 parts. Sorry. The one part, sorry, trying to do this here. It goes to the G section, which is my stomach right here, which I can use to empty my stomach if I try to drink something and it doesn't go well, or vent out air. The main part that I use is the part that's connected right now to my tube feed, which is the J port. It goes directly into my intestines, into my small intestines, and bypasses my stomach and upper GI completely. So most of my nutrition, hydration goes through my veins, the J tube to receive my formula for nutrients. My small intestines does what it can to absorb what's put in there. But then, since I no longer have a colon, I had to have it removed due to it no longer functioning either, colonic inertia. Everything that goes in my system eventually comes out through my lovely ileostomy bag, which thankfully is hidden underneath the clothes. So basically, once in a while I can get something in to drink or get a bite here or there. Usually face consequences after, but majority of my nutrition goes in my small intestines and then right back out of my small intestines.
Screaming, bare feet hit the floor. Yeah, it's off to the races, everybody out the door. I'm feeling like I'm falling behind. It's a crazy life. 90 miles an hour, going fast as I can, trying to push a little harder, trying to get the upper hand. So much to do in so little time. It's a crazy life. It's ready, set, go. It's another wild day when the stress is on the rise. In my heart I feel you say, just breathe, just breathe. Come and rest at my feet and be, just be. Chaos calls, but all you really need is to just breathe. Third cup of Joe just to get me through the day. Wanna make the most of time, but I feel it slip away. I wonder if there's something more to this crazy life. calls, but all you really need is to take it in, fill your lungs, the peace of God that overcomes. Just breathe. Let your weary spirit rest. Lay down what's good and find what's best. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Come and rest at my feet and be. Just be. Chaos calls, but all you really need is to just breathe. Just breathe.